In 1991, I was around 10 years old, and without question, the most remarkable basketball player on the planet at the time was a man by the name of Michael Jordan. And Gatorade wanted to crystallize the dominance of Michael Jordan. So what they did is they put together what now marketers have looked back, now 35 years removed from this date, is one of the greatest marketing campaigns of all time, the Be Like Mike campaign. And what they did is they took a minute commercial and they began to show these amazing highlights of Michael Jordan just dunking, making shots that no one else in the world could do. But then they would naturally interlude those with shots of him on a playground playing with guys like you and me and kids of all ages. And you begin to watch this video and you begin to think, wait a minute, I can be like Mike. And at the same time in the background was this song that said something like this. See, sometimes I dream that he is me. You see, you've got to see that that's all I dream to be. Sometimes I move. Sometimes I groove. Like Mike. If I could be like Mike. And then, some awesome lady in the background, I want to be like Mike, right? And you were like, that's what I want to do. That's what I want to be. And so myself and millions of other kids would go outside in their driveways and they would have a basketball in one hand and a Gatorade in the other, lemon, lime, fruit punch represent. And then we would, for hours upon hours, we would play basketball trying to be like Mike. And humbly, your pastor was pretty good. I'd lower that goal down about 8 foot and behind the back passes, shot after shot, thunder dunks. Most of the time, I wouldn't even hit the rim. And of course, we would just lower the goal a little bit more, right? I just wanted to be like Mike, not anyone else. You see, that commercial capitalized on the power of imitation. You see, we are constantly being influenced and adapting our personalities or behaviors, either intentionally or unintentionally, based upon the pattern of others. That is why all of these commercials are intentional in the regard of movie stars or athletes or even just common day folks, of taking things that you and I do every single day and yet perpetuating that as a way of life. Well, I want to eat this because so-and-so eats this. I want to wear this because so-and-so wears this. I want to drive this because so-and-so wears this. Think about this. What we wear, what we like, what we do, what we say, how we think. Imitation is often the first and strongest tool used to enhance our thinking and behavior. That God has so wired us as we look to others, we begin to, even in our cognition, want to imitate others. Paul says it like this in Ephesians 5. He says, therefore, as beloved children of God, be imitators of God. Be like those who follow Christ. In other words, be like Christ. And so as we come to Acts chapter 6 and 9, we're going to study in these weeks all the way through Easter the outward movement of God's people from Jerusalem to Judea and Samaria as they imitate Christ.